Coverdale Bible, the first book of Moses, called Genesis. What this book containeth. Chapter 39. Joseph is beloved, and because he will not consent to the inordinate desire of his mistress, he is put in prison. The 39th chapter. Joseph was brought down into Egypt, and Potiphar, an Egyptian Pharaoh's chief marshal, bought him of the Ishmaelites, and that brought him down. And the Lord was with Joseph, insomuch that he became a lucky man, and was in his master the Egyptian's house. And his master saw that the Lord was with him, for whatsoever he did, the Lord made it to prosper in his hand, so that he found favor in his master's sight, and was his servant. He made him ruler of his house, and put all that he had under his hand. And from the time forth that he had made him ruler of his house, and all his goods, the Lord blessed the Egyptian's house for Joseph's sake, and there was nothing but the very blessing of the Lord in all that he had in the house and in the field. Therefore left he all that he had in Joseph's hand, and meddled with nothing himself, save only the bread that he ate. And Joseph was fair of beauty, and well favored of face. And it fortuned after these acts that his master's wife cast her eyes upon Joseph, and said, Sleep with me. But he denied, and said unto her, Behold, my master knoweth not what is in the house, and all that he hath, that hath he put under my hand. And there is no man so great in the house as I. And he hath kept nothing from me, except thee, for thou art his wife. How should I then do so great evil, and sin against God? But she spake such words unto Joseph daily. Nevertheless he hearkened not unto her, to sleep by her, or to be in her company. It fortuned upon a time that Joseph went into the house to do his business, and there was none of the folks of the house thereby. And she caught him by his garment, and said, Sleep with me. But he left the garment in her hand, and fled, and gat him out of the house. Now when she saw that he had left his garment in her hand, and fled out, she called the folks in the house, and said unto them, Lo, he hath brought us in the Hebrew to do us shame. He came in here unto me to sleep by me, but I cried with loud voice. And when he heard that I made a noise and cried, he left his garment here by me, and fled, and ran out. And she laid up his garment by her, till his master came home, and told him even the same words, and said, The Hebrew servant whom thou broughtest here unto us came in here to me, for to do me shame. But when I made a noise and cried, he left his garment here by me, and fled out. When his master heard the words of his wife, which she told him, and said, Thus hath the Hebrew servant done unto me, he was very wroth. Then his master took him, and put him in the prison, wherein the king's prisoners lay. And there he lay in prison. But the Lord was with him, and had mercy upon him, and caused him to find favor in the sight of the officer of the prison, so that he committed all the prisoners of the prison unto his hands, that whatsoever were done might be done by him. For the officer of the prison saw that the Lord was with him in all that was under his hands, and that whatsoever he did, the Lord made it to come prosperously to pass.